Welcome to the governor's veto power. After a bill has passed both the House and Senate, it has not yet cleared every hurdle to become law or appropriate money. This is where the governor enters the process. Once a bill completes its legislative journey, it is delivered to the governor for signature into law, or not. As granted by the Idaho Constitution, the governor wields a very powerful tool, the power of veto. The Idaho Constitution gives the governor the power to 1. Veto bills, and 2. Veto line items in appropriation bills. Let's see what the Constitution has to say about vetoing bills. Section 10 of Article 4 is surprisingly wordy on this subject. Let's hit the high points. 1. Every bill that passes the legislature must be presented to the governor for his approval. 2. If he approves or signs the bill, it becomes law. If not, in the case of a veto, the bill is returned to the House of Origin with his objections to be printed in the journal. 3. The originating House must reconsider the vetoed bill. If the bill passes with a 2/3 majority, the bill is transmitted to the other House. 4. If the other House passes the vetoed bill with a 2/3 majority, the bill becomes law, notwithstanding the objections of the governor. And last, time constraints are also listed in the Constitution for the governor to deliver the vetoed bill back to the legislature. In Idaho, the governor rarely vetoes bills. In 2014, none at all. 2015, 2. 2016, 2. An explanation may be that our current governor and a supermajority in both the House and Senate belong to the same political party. When the governor does veto a bill, all of the constitutional provisions are highly scrutinized and all of the requirements must be met, or it gets ugly. Let's look at an example of vetoing gone awry. In 2015, the legislature passed a bill that would effectively eliminate the horse racing industry in Idaho. The governor, in an attempt to save the horse racing industry, vetoed the bill. Unfortunately, for horse racing enthusiasts, the vetoed bill was delivered back to the legislature after the constitutional deadline. A court case ensued, and the judge ruled in favor of the Constitution. Now let's look at the Constitution's provisions for allowing the governor the power of line item veto. Again, the Constitution, in Section 11 of Article 4, clearly outlines the governor's power to veto line items in appropriation bills. Let's see what the Constitution has to say. 1. The governor can veto a line or lines in an appropriation bill. 2. The rest of the bill becomes law. And 3. The governor has time limits to return the vetoed line items to the legislature. And 4. The legislature has the same power to override a governor's line item veto with a 2/3 majority vote as provided in the Constitution for overriding a full bill veto. As with regular vetoes, line item vetoes are very rare in the Idaho legislature. Now that you are an expert on the power of the governor to veto legislation, continue to increase your legislative IQ by studying all of the learning modules in the Legislative Learning Lab.